Well, howdy do! It is time for a double IPA. I had this one I've never had before. I picked it up while I was in St. Louis. On the other side of the river in Illinois, there's a Randall's liquor store, and I found this one out of Bloomington, Illinois, Destihl Brewery. Hoperation Overload. I've never had this before, nor have I ever had anything from this brewery before. So, aroma is very interesting. It's not what I expected, to be honest with you. It is a deep copper color, as you can see. There are some hops on the aroma, for sure. I'm certainly getting some big resiny pine. I'm getting a lot of sweetness, a lot of caramel-like notes. Out of kind of a dark or burnt caramel-like notes, actually. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Okay, so it's a flavor I recognize. So I'm going to read this to you, and let's see if we're on the same page. Our mission for this Imperial or Double India Pale Ale is to overload the beer with hops for an intense hop bitterness, flavor, and aroma while still being balanced by a big malt profile. And that it does. It does have a big malt profile, resulting in a hoppy beer with more dimensions. This beer is light copper in color with some hop haze from overloading with dry hops. 9.6%, 85 IBUs. Yeah, it's not the most hop-intense double I've ever had. However, nor is it the most balanced. So it's sort of in the middle. There is some big malt. I mean, generally when you see a beer of this color, you're going to expect a bigger malt. It's not written as to, but generally speaking, that's what you're going to get. There's a lot of sweetness, a lot of caramel sweetness, for sure. Of the hop profile, there is some citrus going on, but the bigger culprit here is the pine. Huge resiny pine, as you expect a beer like this to be. Again, I haven't had anything from Destihl before. I didn't know what to expect, but I was interested, so I wanted to give it a shot. I don't know. The thing is, I hate when folks say, well, did you like this better? Did you like that better? I don't like the term better. Better implies quality. What is, what is a better quality beer? What you're generally talking about when folks really say better is, what do your taste buds prefer? Well, for me, I don't know. For me, it's good. And again, I don't know if it would rank in my top 10. Again, I just started this, so my that's, I've said this before. It's tough when you're only grading a beer, or I don't grade, but when you're talking about a beer only over a few ounces, because sometimes your opinion changes as you go through that. And so if folks don't really go back and pay attention and correct themselves, you're not really getting a truly informed review. For me, it's good. Here's the thing. I'm going to give them some credit here, because they do say in their description that still being balanced by big malt, but they also say, it's a beer called Hoperation Overload, which implies it's going to be hop heavy. It really isn't. It is big, it is hoppy, but it's nowhere near blow your face off hoppy. And when you're looking at a beer called Hoperation Overload, that may be what you're looking for. And then in the description it says balance. Well, there you go. But I don't know if folks looking at the name of the beer are looking for a balanced beer. If you're looking to buy a beer called Operation Overload, I think you're looking for a beer overloaded with hops. I'm not sure this beer delivers on that particular promise. I will say, though, that it is a good beer. Just the flavors that I'm getting, I don't know if I'm getting anything new under the sun. You know what I mean? I'm getting a lot of, I'm getting some caramel, a lot of you know, like I said, burnt caramel. I'm getting some big molasses notes. I'm getting the hot flavors that you expect a beer like this to be. I'm just not getting overwhelmed on one side or the other to say, holy crap, this is wonderful. But it's certainly good, and it's certainly worth trying once. So there you go.